Hey everyone, it's Kyle here, and today I wanted to do a special video with it being the end of 2022. I guess you could call it my top 5 favorite Bibles that I have used this year. I thought about doing the top 5 new Bibles this year, but I just thought it may be best. A lot of people kind of do that. I just kind of want to do the ones that I mainly used this year that were my go-to Bibles, whether it be for preaching, reading, studying, visiting, whatever it may be. These were the Bibles, and technically, I guess I could say 6, because there's an extra one that I did use quite a bit. So with all that said, I did want to say a big thank you to everyone who has subscribed. I hadn't been on it in a little while, just for the holidays and things like that, kind of taking a break from YouTube. But since all that, I have 161 subscribers. My views have went up, and so I'm very, very thankful for everyone who has watched, subscribed, liked, whatever you have done. I do greatly do appreciate it. And so let's get right into it. So for, I guess you could say number 5 or number 6 and 5 technically. And I know I feature, and I'm going to do a lot better in the new year. I know I feature mainly all premium Bibles. Most of the Bibles I feature are pretty expensive, and I understand that. And I understand everybody doesn't have the budget to buy expensive Bibles, and I understand not everybody wants to spend the money on premium Bibles, and sometimes people just want to see a good cheap Bible to throw around, to go places to visit, something you're not worried about using, and not worried about scratching it up, not worried about using it, whatever it may be. You're not worried about it with a cheaper Bible, and I completely understand that. And that's why at number 6, I have these 2 Bibles right here. I'll get into both of them real quick. So this one right here has pretty much been the one that I've used more than anything. Which I don't do this kind of stuff much, but I even put me a blue ribbon in here, glued it in myself, and did all that. So I was going to try it on a cheaper Bible here. But this Bible, it is the Holman, I'll give you the exact name. This is the Holman KJV Ultra Thin Reference Bible. It's honestly, this is one of the best Bibles. I have this in another leather soft version with gold gilding, and I got that one for my graduation from the church that we're part of. They gave that to me, and I love that Bible. It has my name on it. I've used it. I preached from it when I first started preaching. I really, really love it, and this is just one that I love even more. I mean, you can even go through that and look. It's all marked up. It's bent pretty bad on the pages, and no gilding on it, so I don't have to worry about scratching that. But what I mainly love this Bible for, it has everything you need. Just for a quick carry Bible, quick visit Bible. It's got a concordance, it's got questions, it's got outlines about Jesus. It has center column reference, and the text on this is just outstanding. I love it so much, and that mainly is the reason I used this one as much as I did. And I even got to where I used it at the beginning of the year, also with this other one here. I got to where I used it at the beginning of the year, and then I stopped, and here towards the end of the year, I picked it back up, carried it a lot of places, and some people that know me were wondering, what in the world, where's your premium Bibles or whatever like that. But honestly, it's the Word of God. Whether it's in goat skin, whether it's in imitation leather, it's the Word of God, and I'm just thankful we're able to have it. And honestly, this is one of my favorites, one of my absolute favorite Bibles is this Bible right here, and it's because the portability, it's a thin line, it's awesome. It's got red letter in it, and it's just a great carry Bible. And then also, I guess you could say tied with that is this is a Thomas Nelson, so that's a Holman This is the Thomas Nelson. I'll read this one to you. This is their thin line Bible. So everything you get in the large print thin line, you get in this one. There's no references. It's just a double column format. And I'm just telling you, I love red Bibles, and I will do a video eventually on all my red Bibles because I do have a lot. So I want to definitely share all that with you all. But again, no gilding, just white pages on this, and the leather soft, or the imitation leather, as Thomas Nelson refers to it as. It's excellent in my opinion. That nice dark red with black accents on it, and the gold Holy Bible. I love it. And the text block, it's the thin line, so it's everything you love about it. And so this one was great. Like I said, to throw around, I carried that one to a few revivals just to go visit places, and that was just a excellent Bible to use. And next, I guess you could say this is number 4, but I got this one for Christmas. And so let me just say this. This Bible was released by Thomas Nelson closer to the end of the year. It wasn't released in the premium version until even later in the year. And it's something that, you don't really get with King James Version Bibles. You do not. You don't. All my life I've been raised, have a double column, center column Bible in the King James Version. And I've mentioned the rebind I had done by Chip's Rebind, the single column, verse by verse that Holman did. It's an excellent Bible. I love that one. We have the Traveris that Skyler did. Excellent Bible, great. But there's not been a real premium option of a single column King James Version until now. And my wonderful mother-in-law got me this one. I mentioned it to my wife, and I even showed my mother-in-law wanted to know something I wanted for Christmas. And so I told her this. And the reason I know you say, well, Kyle, you haven't really used that this year any. But the reason I'm kind of featuring this one is because I feel like this upcoming year, this definitely will be used a ton. I will use this one. I feel like this is going to be one that'll be carried a lot. This will be one will be used a lot. This is actually my first Premier Collection by Thomas Nelson. And when I first opened it, it feels just as premium as any Skyler that I've ever opened. And it's got the art gilding, of course. Wonderful artwork there. This is the text block you'll see here. Great Bible for sure. And I just, honestly, it's just excellent. It's got red stitching on it, red goat skin. And I just definitely see this will be a wonderful user in 2023. And then number 3 will be this one, the rebind that I had done by Logos. I got this one about midway of the year probably. And this is the Cambridge Concord. And like I said, double column, center column reference. As I mentioned to you, this is it. This is the Bible right here that I fall in love with. The text is just excellent to read. It's rebound by one of my most favorite rebinders. Got the round spine on it. It's just it's everything I want in a Bible, and I definitely use the Cambridge Concord a lot in 2022. If I wanted to read a quick passage, if I wanted to pick up, the Bible, just read real quick or whatever, this was the one that I did small reads in, I guess you could say. And I preached a lot the latter part of the year with this Bible. I carried this Bible to church a lot. It's a very good size, good compact size, and it's just one that really stuck with me. And again, the text layout, it's the Cambridge Concord, everything you love about it. It has a great concordance, everything. It's so wonderful about this Bible, and this is the number 3 Bible that I used this year. And number 2, I first started out the year, let me just say this before I get to number 2 and then number 1. I first started out this year like a major Skyler fanboy, I guess you could say. And through this year, I've watched, I've really seen the craftsmanship by Arnold Allen, and I've really, one of my first premium Bibles was a Revere Clarendon, the 7, Allen 7, and in the brown goat skin, and that was probably my first premium Bible, and I really didn't know anything about it, and since then, that's just kind of been one that's been in my Bible shelf, and I just keep that there. I love to carry that one often, but not as much as these. But this text block right here, and I'm just using this one because this is the one I've had longer than any other long primer that I have. I want to also pause and say that for Christmas, my wonderful mother got me a Chant 53. If anybody knows anything about chants, my mother got me a Chant, and then my wonderful wife got me the limited edition 53 GP, the Donatello. So now I have some wonderful long primers that, though they're not in this video, they will be users next year. I would definitely I'll probably do a video maybe halfway through the year about my top 5 favorite Bibles, I guess you could say. That's a video I'm very interested in doing, and so you can expect to see a Chant, the Donatello, the Ninja Turtle. You can expect seeing all these things in that video. But I just wanted to reference this one here, the 43, the Arnold Allen 43. It's the long primer text that's in the 43, 53, 63, 52, 62. It's in all of those. It's the exact same text, an Oxford original text, but it's amazing. It's to me, it's the Cambridge Concord, even better if you ask me. And it's just like everything like I want the Concord to be is this long primer. And especially my probably some of my favorite ones are the 43s. They are thin line, very nice to carry, very nice to throw around, even preach from. I preached from this one a ton this year. I switch a lot of my Bibles out. I preach from one week and preach from another the next week. But this one has been probably my main preaching Bible of 2022. I love it. It fits good. It's not something that's so heavy to bring to the pulpit. Not something that's, whenever you open it up, it spreads out so wide. But it's just a perfect Bible to carry, to preach with, to read from. This is also one that I've done a lot of reading in this year. And so I really, really love Arnold Allen 43, 53. You can name them. As I've mentioned, I know they'll never hear this, I'm sure, but I'd love to see Arnold Allen come out with a 42. They don't have that. They have the 52 and the 62, but if they came out with a 42, and the 2s represent the calfskin that they do, and if they were to come out with a calfskin this size, they would sell out so quick. I truly do believe that they wouldn't be able to keep them in stock. So that's just my 2 cents there. But the R.O. Allen 43 has been my second most used Bible this year, simply because it's just a wonderful Bible to carry, read, and preach from. And again, it is the long primer text that I love so much. So that can be my 53s, that can be my 43s. Any of those would fit in this category. And then for the number 1 Bible that I used this year, and it's probably no secret, it's like the most watched, most viewed video I have on the channel, and it is a Skyler Canty. And I used this one more at the beginning of this year, and so I would say that honestly these could probably be tied. for ones I use the most. But I would honestly say that I used this one a lot more in the beginning of this year. This was my preaching Bible. This was my reading Bible. This is one that I used a ton. I was constantly using this one to preach, constantly using this one to read from. And then I guess, bought so many premium Bibles. I just couldn't stay in just one there for a minute. But this Bible is just an excellent Bible. The text block here, as you all know, is the Canterbury. It has the nice drop caps, the footnotes and things like that under the text. Very, very nice. This Bible is just one for the ages. I believe that this one, it's amazing to me that you have the Skyler Quintel and the ESV, NASB, NLT, all the different translations, but the King James Version has the Canterbury. It's only in the King James Version that I know of at the moment, and it's stood the test of time. I know it hadn't been out maybe as long as some of these other text blocks that I mentioned, but it's a reason. There is a reason it's one of the best sellers on evangelicalbible.com. The line of paper that it has is just excellent. It's wonderful. I've made mention about the concordance in here. I've realized the reason it's so small is just so big. There's so much stuff jam-packed in that concordance. So it's a wonderful concordance. Has a lot of words that you can look up. And so I do love that. Yeah, it may be a little small, but glasses will help with that. So I'll definitely use those. But again, this has just been the video about the Bibles I've used the most. And the number one this year is the Skyler Canty, and specifically in slate gray. This is the Bible my wife surprised me with last year for Christmas, and it's been the one. It's been one that I've used a lot. Again, since I've been reviewing Bibles, since I've been buying Bibles and things like that, I don't use it quite as much here at the end of the year, but I would say it got the most use this year, and so I'm very, very glad about that. But with all that being said, I will be uploading more now that the new year is coming close, and we're about to be in 2023. So I will definitely be bringing more videos. I didn't have any ICA Bibles here. Again, I only got those later at the end of the year, so I didn't use them quite as much, but I did use them, and so they will be in future videos for sure. And I love the list type of videos. That's the kind of videos I like to watch. The top 5 things, and I enjoy watching that kind of stuff. And so expect a lot more of these type of videos in the next year. In January and February, I'll be bringing a lot of these types of videos. It just shows our interest, what we like, what we dislike. If it was some of you all here, you probably would have a completely different list. But these are the ones that I clung to the most, and I reached for, and I preached from, and these are the ones that really made an impact. Other than the single column, I haven't used this one just because I just got it. But again, this one will be one that I use quite a bit this year. But with all that being said, I'll be uploading soon, hopefully, if I don't get slack. But with all that being said, I appreciate you watching. Consider subscribing, hit that like button, share this with someone who likes Bibles. They may be interested in watching this. And with the new year upon us, I just want to say, in the new year, make a decision to be closer to God, make a decision to read the Bible through for the first time, make a decision to be in church more, pray more, and make a decision to do these things. Challenge yourself to be a better Christian for God in the new year, and I'll challenge myself to do the same. So with all that being said, appreciate you watching. God bless.